Before DJI's brand new FPV drone has even been released, they're being sued. Let's have a look into this. Hi, I'm Ash from DroningON, and if you enjoy these kind of news videos, then hit that subscribe button below. On Tuesday, DJI will be releasing its brand new FPV drone, and of course leaks have already told us pretty much everything that we need to know about it. But there is some additional news that before the drone is even released, they're being sued. One of the exciting features shown to us in these leaks is the brand new motion controller, which is a single-handed controller for controlling the drone. Now, this does look very unique and innovative, but actually it's not, and products have featured this kind of controller for many years. In fact, I reviewed a drone back in 2017 called the JJRC-H47, and guess what it featured? A single-handed controller which used motion, accelerometers, etc. to control the drone. It also had control buttons on it, a little joystick for controlling the altitude and ascent and descent, and basically had pretty much the same functionality as we believe this new DJI controller to have. Now, when you compare what you've just seen to DJI's, obviously DJI's is a far more competent product. But of course there is still patent law, and that's why DJI are being sued by a company called QFO Labs. So QFO Labs are a small drone company based in Minnesota in the USA, and they have just two products. In fact, they've had two products for the last 10 years. You can see one is a very, very cheap budget drone, and the other one is a very, very cheap budget controller. Now, of course, they have patents for this controller. They also have it registered on the FCC database where you can view all manner of details about this controller. But, you know, without question, it's a very, very, very basic budget device, which looks very much like the device that I reviewed back in 2017. So it makes you wonder, why are they chasing DJI? Is it because DJI are actually innovating and taking this product forward, and they want some of that money? Now, we have talked about patent law before, haven't we? And some patents genuinely are well deserved. They are innovative and they're protecting intellectual property, but some patents are not granted very fairly. And instead of protecting innovation, all they actually end up doing is halting innovation. This is not the first time that QFO Labs have tried to sue. In fact, back earlier in 2015, they launched a lawsuit against Parrot, who of course are a big DJI competitor based in France. And the same issues were raised in regards to the controller and the patent protecting it. And that case is still pending, even 6 years later. QFO Labs then went on to sue Best Buy, Target, and Amazon for sales of Parrot products. These cases, again, are still pending, but I have to say, from everything I see there so far, I think the case against Parrot and DJI absolutely stand no ground. Considering QFO's track record so far and not winning any lawsuit in defense of this patent, it's very clear that this patent is quite easy to dispute as to whether it's really protecting something unique or actually it doesn't really deserve the paper that it's written on. Regardless, QFO Labs are not doing themselves any justice here because they're alienating the biggest market-leading consumer product manufacturer, DJI. They've also alienated the retailers that would be selling QFO Labs' own products, Amazon, Target, and Best Buy. To me, QFO Labs looks like a failing company that peaked 10 years ago and hasn't built or created anything since, and now they're basically just trying to patent troll by going after companies like DJI, Parrot, and even retailers. There's not a chance of them winning this lawsuit, and that's why DJI are pushing ahead with the launch, although they have stated that the motion controller may arrive later, and that might mean that it's going to be pending the closure of this case. Judging by the fact that the cases against Parrot and the retailers are still ongoing 6 years later, it could mean that DJI are forced to not bother pushing out the motion controller. And if they do, and the case is won by QFO Labs, then DJI will have to pay a fine. But rest assured that if they do release a motion controller and you buy it, it's safe with you because they can't take it back. As DJI push forward as the #1 market leader in the consumer drone market, we will see more of this happening. But we do have to respect patent law, and every company has the right to protest against a patent that they feel they are allowed to protect. Let's see how this one turns out. Comment below with your thoughts, give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you'd like to see QFO Labs winning this lawsuit. Thanks very much for watching. soon.